Welcome back to the Game or Sleep podcast, the show where we dive into gaming news, pop culture, and occasionally other fun stuff. Maybe, we've been gone a year. We're back. I'm your host, Harry, and I am here once again with my two co hosts, Larry and Aaron.
It's
Fellas, we are back.
it's good to be
We
back.
are.
And for,
It's
Oh, what a
been quite
lives
a
have been
while.
lived.
yeah, we did not talk to you guys at all in 2025.
Aaron and
In
I did,
2025, no.
but
Well, I
Harry,
mean,
you were gone for a little bit longer.
2025,
Oh, no,
no.
no. 2025, yes, we had one episode that aired on
Oh, I
January
mean,
1st,
January
2025.
1st.
So we're
Technicality.
about in sync for this being the exact next episode since our last episode, sans a whole year.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's just a year.
Felt like it.
Yeah, what's a year in internet time? Nothing.
We did the Dr. Frankenfurter make you shudder with Antissa. And then a year later, patient.
Pretty much.
That's a really good. I appreciate that reference. I really do. I really do. So, I guess a little bit of explanation for the folks out there of why we kind of went on that 1 year hiatus. I'll do it without you having to ask. Uh, so Denise and I were involved in an accident. I won't make the whole show about this, of course, but there will be references because of what we get into over the course of the year. Um, yeah, we were in a pretty rough accident, and that sidelined Denise and I for most of the year. So I wasn't even home to be able to record. If anything, I would have been recording off of my iPhone, if anything. But I guess fun fact for you is, did you know that David Bowie has like or had um, one permanently dilated pupil?
No.
Did you know that? I'm bringing that up because I'm like David Bowie. I got not permanently, hopefully, but I got a dilated pupil now. That's one of my residuals. But
I thought he had heterochromia as well.
no, it gave the appearance of heterochromia, but he got punched in the left eye, and that caused his like damage to his eyeball. So his pupil was huge by comparison to the other one, and it gave it the look of having a different color. Now my eyes are the same exact color, so that nothing changed about that because I don't have a light eye. I don't have like light blue eyes. So I just have my right eye has a enlarged pupil. Uh, but that's the probably the lightest of it when it comes down to it. But we're doing much better now. Obviously, we're back home. We're able to start the show again, and yeah, I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy to be back with you guys.
Likewise, I'm happy that you are here with us.
Exactly.
So, guys, we have pre-discussed this because we've been talking the last few months about coming back and how to tactfully do it. And I think we've come to a decision that we are going to go through our highlights of 2025, like our gaming, our movies, and our books. That's what is on the docket for the show today, at least.
Yeah, just like a everything 2025 edition of the podcast because there's so much to catch up on. I don't think that we could kind of keep it to even one show if we wanted to dive in and really talk about everything we got up to in detail.
Oh,
I mean,
Yeah.
would
yeah.
we agree
There
with
was
that? Yeah.
so much stuff this year. Gaming, books, movies. Catching up would be impossible in one show.
Watched
No.
Batman yet?
Why would I
Wow, you're
watch that
bringing back
old
the
of a movie at
jokes
this point? No.
No,
to
I'm
get ready
kidding.
for the second one.
Just
Doing
took
a recall
5
right
years
there.
between movies.
That was good. You actually caught me off guard there for a second with that. I was like, wait, what did you just ask? Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Uh, no, but okay. Back onto topic.
Did we
uh,
actually get off topic? I don't think we did.
mm, we still talked about a movie technically.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Well, or the lack of seeing said movie. I can't even remember a damn thing about that movie, honestly. It was I remember it being good. I just can't remember a damn thing about it.
I
And
fell asleep
y'all
in the movie
pressured
theater
me to
watching it,
watch
so
this? What?
we've talked about it before. I mean, I watched it at 11:30 at night, and it's a 3-hour
Boo-hoo.
movie, so Wha no way, you just boo-hooed me. Yes, it was my
You
choice.
started it, you finish it.
I just wanted to see Cedric Diggory, you know, put on a Batman suit.
That's fair.
My son.
Anywho, now we're off topic.
This
Okay.
is off topic.
Okay.
Yes.
We had to get
But,
it out of the way.
what is a topic anyway, but what we wanna talk about?
True.
And that's what this show is, what we wanna talk about.
There's a lot I wanna talk about in the terms of the best things of 2025, because there's a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, you wanna jump into the gaming side of things of, what
Yeah, yeah,
2025
yeah,
had
yeah,
for
yeah,
you?
let's
And we can just kinda we can kick it off with you, Aaron, and then we'll
I'm
kinda
gonna
circle
be
back.
like every other schlub on the internet and say one of my biggest highlights of gaming of this year was obviously Expedition 33.
Yeah, I mean, I agree
I
with
didn't
you.
finish it,
I'm right
like, I
there with
don't
you.
finish any game, but I got halfway through Act 2.
I
I'm right
enjoyed
I'm right
watching it.
I'm right there with you. I got to play it on 2 different platforms.
I played it on
And I
Game
still didn't
Pass
get
until I canceled Game Pass. F Microsoft, we'll get into that someday. But now I finally bought it for PlayStation 5 with some Christmas funds. So, I should be getting back to it soon.
honestly, I just have to go to my brother's house and steal his PlayStation 5 because I did get it on his platform because I was finally at one point, I was able to kinda, like, sit and be in front of a TV. So I did that because I was playing it the same
Right.
way. Game Pass Ultimate, then got rid of it once Microsoft decided to, you know, do what they did
Charging
and betray
Netflix
us.
for it.
And
Mhm.
yeah, because I was only able to play on like my iPad. So like Game Pass was awesome for that purpose. Along with a backbone controller, I was able to start playing probably by April or May. And then yeah, I that's my problem too, is not being able to finish games. But I really do want to get back into Expedition 33. It was
I mean,
like a great game.
beautiful art direction, the voice acting's immaculate, the writing had me enthralled. I cried in the just in the prelude. It had me bit in real hard right at the very beginning. Just that intro scene, and I was sold.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Harry, did you get any experience with that game? I don't
I
know if
did
you
not.
got
I
to play that
watched
one.
it. I watched some
Yeah.
people play. That's about it.
Okay. Okay. It's so tough too. Like there are parts where I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get past this, and I'm gonna, you usually like you play Elden Ring and you figure you could take on anything, but this game is like ridiculous when it comes down to
But
certain timings or
that's one of the
attacks
things
and
that makes it
defenses
so
and
cool. Like I couldn't help every time I ran into one of the chromatics. It's like, no, I'm gonna slam my head against this until I get the parries down and get the dodges down, and I
right.
feel so good once I took it
That's
down. And
right.
that's cool coming from a turn-based game. But then just hearing other people talk about of how like, oh, if you really master the Pico system and all that, you can break this game in terms of being overpowered. And like that's cool.
Oh yeah, I
Like
saw some crazy numbers for
right, like
attacks
some of
for
the
that.
gaming journalists I were talking about it compared it to Balatro. It's like when you get a really good build in Balatro, it's just like, yeah, numbers go up and it's insane. It's like, all right.
Yeah. 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 It also just from the gameplay standard aside, it was amazing for
Oh, the
soundtrack.
soundtrack.
Like I definitely I'm not gonna lie, Apple
Yep.
Music that soundtrack, and I was playing it, in headphones for a long time, like
Mhm.
good chunk of the summer.
Yeah, so just cannot sing this game's praises enough to be one of the best games in several years, let alone just this year. But
Agreed. Oh, one of the funny things too is before like I just have to like toot my own horn because I called it. This is well before the accident happened, so this is kind of like the milestone marker for me and the year. But I had reached out to Sandfall um, to see if I could get like access to the game ahead of time because I wanted to be able to talk about it. intelligently for the show, and I emailed and applied for the like access to it and stuff like that, and they responded,
Ah,
but I didn't get to see it until way later.
I didn't know they even responded.
Like, it was an automated response. It was an automated
Mm,
response, so it's like exactly what you'd expect. Like, "Hey, thanks for your interest in this, blah, blah, blah. Here, download um, your assets for, like, expressing interest in early access and stuff like that." It was, uh, things for the computer, like, your PC background. It was pretty much like, "Nah, suck it, fool, but thanks for your interest."
fair.
But no, it was one of those things where I was like, "Oh, man, I was not logged into the Gospod email. It was on my computer, and I didn't have the password for my phone or anything, so I didn't get to see any of that until, like, way down the line when I got back home."
Yeah.
Yeah, that one is like I think, like, the big one. It won the awards. I know there was a little bit of controversy with, the
Yeah.
use of AI in it as placeholders, so it got stripped of some things from the Indie Game Awards, but shoot, I'm not gonna hold it against it. It's not like this it's AI
Right.
slop or something.
Right. And when
AI
they
slop.
explained it was apparently one
Mhm.
texture on a wall with newsprint, and it's like, I know it's a slippery slope and you can't make exceptions, but at the same time, it's hard not to when it's something like everything else about it is S tier, and they made one mistake of leaving a placeholder
Yeah.
texture in.
Mhm. Who's your favorite character from Expedition 33 out of the characters that you had got your eyes on, which you played on, like through?
I don't want to have anything explained about it or acknowledged about it, but Gustav was my favorite character.
I mean, that's pretty fair. I think that's pretty fair. I think that's a common thread for a lot of
And
folks.
I think that's
Mhm.
why it's so effective at storytelling, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. I might have to gift
I
myself that
mean,
game so that I can get back into it. But I'm a little tied up. I'm a little tied up right now. More on that later.
so who wants to go next and share a game that was on their list?
I completed South of Midnight.
See, that's one that I've heard a lot from the gaming awards and stuff, but never heard a lot about. So share.
It's a very good story-driven game. It can be a bit repetitive, but I mean, I've also played through Guardians of the Galaxy, and that was hyper repetitive. I don't know if I said competitive the first time, but it's not competitive. It's repetitive.
You said repetitive, but
Yeah.
now you made me question it a little bit.
I was like, did I say competitive? No. It can be like repetitive. Like it's a boss game, so you get to a boss, you do moves, and like there's only a certain amount, like finite ways, and I think there was like 6 or 7 bosses in the game.
Mhm.
So it was a very good game. Like soundtrack wise, like story wise, like it really built the character and like gave like the like good reason for the backstory. And I think
Cool.
that's also like what caused a lot of the controversy with the game, which I don't know. I don't think we should really bring it up, but they just it's a old South game.
Yeah,
Like it
yeah.
it deals with that kind of
Mhm.
subject matter for like the first chapter, and then it gets out of it. It's not like stuck on it. It's just like this is how your
Right.
powers were created.
Right.
Okay, but it was a very beautiful game. Like
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I played a little bit of that too because we were chatting just a little bit about how you were playing that.
I think
You
it was
know,
like 3 days. I sent you guys like started South Midnight, and 3 days later I was
Right.
like,
beat it.
So, and that's what
beat
tells
it.
me like you don't do that kind of stuff normally. So that game really must have sunk its teeth in the end.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Middle Indiana guy to northern Indiana guy, And but like anything that has to do with like old like Louisiana South and stuff like that, it just really appeals to me.
Listen, as someone who was born in Louisiana, and I was transplanted into New Jersey. I definitely I appreciate that because I grew up down there, and it that game was a vibe. It did have a
Oh yeah.
lot that made it feel like, wow, that's really done well. Um,
And Hazel was a good character.
yes,
Like she was compelling. Like there's not a lot. It's just people want to get butt her over stupid stuff in this game, and I think it should have done a lot better than what it did.
yeah, it's first foray. You never know if it's succeeds well enough that you get other new IP. I think it's a step in the right direction. So, it's what else can you say about it, right? So a team decided to take a risk on something. You're going to have folks who love it, like yourself. You're gonna have folks that are gonna be critical of it, regardless of what content is in it. Um, it's just the nature of the game, right?
I would love
So
to see a number two.
yeah, yeah, I would agree. I would agree because you could do so much more with it too, and I think that's what's kind of fun about gaming. Is like, all right, how could you make a game better than the one I just played? And somehow developers always manage to do it, right?
Yeah.
Either that or
Well,
they tank it.
maybe not always. I'm rose-colored glasses on that. They don't always manage to do it, but by and large, I mean, take
Yeah.
like Mass Effect and into Mass Effect 2. Like into Mass Effect 3, like you can keep iterating on things, and maybe you can make a good property out of it. Good franchise.
Started Ghost of Yotai.
Oh yeah, I haven't got to that even touch
Oh
that
yeah.
one yet. It's on my list of games to get, but there's so much on my plate for gaming this year.
Game with my PlayStation because Microsoft made me so mad that because I didn't want to spend 10 more dollars that I went out and spent $600 on
But it
another
gave you more
console.
options to play, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I instantly got PS Premium.
I mean, these are the things that happen when you get a new console. When you spoil, and you got the family, so you're getting good benefit out of it.
I'm just imagining like Xbox sitting in the corner. Really, bro?
Well, I mean, Xbox kind of did it to
Yeah.
itself. So,
Yeah.
and this is coming from a fan. I've been an Xbox guy for ages. It's just like where my library is. It's where my access has been for so long. So, listen, no hate. They got a different strategy now, and it
Not
is what
sure
it
what
is.
that
There's point.
strategy is, but
No
sure.
changing that. Well, it's just that it wants everything to be an Xbox,
So nothing's an Xbox then.
even
I
if
think
it
the thing
can't
that
be.
made yeah.
Right. Exactly.
The thing that made me more upset was the fact that like they backtracked after people have canceled and been like, "Well, if you didn't cancel, it's gonna stay the same for you."
And
It's like,
I already canceled,
okay,
so uh s-
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
right. Maybe on a later date with that. I
Yeah,
can go down a
that's
rabbit
could be
hole
a
on that
whole
one, but
episode of the follies
Yeah.
of Microsoft's gaming branch.
And now you know the title of the next episode.
Right. Anywho, what next? Larry, do you
I think it's Larry.
Yeah. Yeah. Why not? Right. I got a lot on the slate, but one that I think Aaron, you and I like chatted quite a bit about, and worked well on my iPad
Ooh,
was Blueprints.
Blueprints was
Blueprints was really
at,
fun.
We all
yeah, we
had
for a
fun with
while
that.
our group chat was going
Yeah. I
back and
mean,
forth. Oh, I did this puzzle. This is stuff. We were going back and forth, like, trying to figure stuff out.
yeah.
I got
Yeah.
this close to the door and then closet. Mother.
And then just to hear afterwards, like all that work, all that effort, you almost got to the room. That's not even the end of the game.
No, it's not. It just continues. And between Blueprints, and I have to mention this because I spent a considerable amount of time between the two. Like, it was Expedition 33. Like we all talked about that and played that a lot. But Metaphor ReFantasio, which was something I wanted to catch up on. I only had the demo prior to that, and Metaphor and Blueprints, I spent a ton of time on my
Right.
iPad because they played well on it. Yeah, so like kind of like I'll double up here just so that I can kind of shorten
Yeah.
my spiel because I talk forever on stuff. But yeah, Metaphor scratched the itch during a certain amount of time that I wanted to just dive in and get out of, you know, like more of the reality of things, and I thought
I
it was fantastic. Like I'm a
Yep.
Persona guy too,
I
so
really enjoy what I played in
yeah.
Metaphor as well because it just felt like a high fantasy Persona with some of the
Hmm.
extra stuff cut out, a little simplified, a little streamlined, a little more straightforward.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I look back fondly on that. I think of it as something that's a bit daunting. I don't know that I could jump into it again right now. Maybe it's something I dabble in continuously, but um, on the converse side, that's where Blueprints was literally like I could pick this up and put it down. Like I could do a couple runs of Blueprints, be successful or not successful, and still have a good time because you experience something different in Blueprints
Right.
each time
I
that you
just
you went
I
through it.
want to play more Blueprints because I want to experience what I've heard everyone else talk about this game, and because like where do I even begin? Because people said nothing is a wasted asset in that game. They're like all the paintings on the walls, all the things. No room is useless. Every room has something about it to unlock. And then and even one of
Yeah.
the doors like,
Okay.
yeah, even the church. I'm like, wait, what? And they didn't say what it was. Oh yeah, there's something in that room that's pretty cool. And I'm like, that room was always a waste. What are you talking about?
Well,
It's
that's so
like,
interesting.
well, there's something I don't know.
That's yeah. I'm definitely I'm interested in picking that up for on a like the full experience, whether it's on my console or on the PC, because I feel like playing it from an iPad, like it was fine, like but there's certain aspects of playing mobily, for lack of a better term, that aren't quite the same. It's quality wise, your internet connection
Right.
matters a big deal, and there's input lag, and there's all these different things that you have to factor in that it can affect the experience overall. And you talking about that just brought that into my mind of like thinking to myself, like I could immerse myself now. I've got my studio headphones, I've got my AirPods and stuff like that. I can just really like immerse if I want to, and just sit and chill playing that game because it is just a calming like vibe type of game.
It really is. You make me want to get back to it for sure.
Yeah, yeah. I need a lot of it in
Right.
2026.
But yeah.
But if you were to ask me what my most played game was, it was Pokemon Sleep.
So much Pokemon Sleep. You got me into it. I started up this year.
Yeah, so much sleeping went on. Yeah, the crux of that for me was I was hyper focused on getting good sleep. And I think it's hilarious that the name of our podcast is Gamer Sleep, and then like, yeah, I'm focused on my sleep. I
I
didn't
get
game a
it.
lot, but I slept a lot. And Pokemon Sleep was cool because it gamified me getting to sleep on time. It gamified because it helped with the healing process. So it gamified a lot of that for me. And yeah, it also just kept me like, hey, I connected with you throughout the year because you knew, all right, I know Larry's alive. He's
Right.
sleeping. He's sleeping good. And yeah, I mean, whatever. It doesn't hurt anything. It's now become a little bit more of a
Yeah.
task. So I might jump off of it. I might not be, a part of it anymore because I have access to different things. I'm gaming now more than I was previously. So, and going out and doing things now too, which is great. Um, so as we see Pokemon Sleep usage slide back, we're gonna get real life
Right.
stuff happening.
I just I just can't sleep with my watch on. I cannot do it.
It was an adjustment for me too.
Listen, I've been
But
married for 11 years, okay? You know how, like, hard it was to get
Right.
used to this thing? I do not
yeah,
like stuff touching my wrist or my fingers. I do not like it. That is like a no touch
See,
zone.
I I've
no touch
adjusted to sleeping with
zone.
my watch pretty well to track it and stuff, but I've enjoyed the actual sleep tracking aspect of it more so than Pokemon Sleep most of the time. Because it's interesting to me. Oh, went out with friends that night, had a few drinks, and my watch was like, "Hey, your breathing was weird last night." It's like, "Yeah, I wonder why."
Because you passed out,
Or
face
elevated
down,
heart
ass
rate.
up.
It's like, "Yeah, I bet it was. I drank. Yeah, makes sense."
Yep. Mhm.
Make it a new one, Pokemon drink.
I don't. You know what? Sure, let's do it. Let's do it.
Take this shot of tequila to catch the Weedle.
Got to catch the worm, right?
So, alright, so in terms of the carousel of games, do you guys have any other games you wanna talk about that were,
I
prevalent
have three
you enjoyed?
more, but I can do more rapid fire on one of them at least.
However however, talk about as much or as little as you want. Time
Time is a
is
human
not limited.
construct. But Pokemon ZA came out this year, and with that, I'm gonna tie in. I got a Switch 2. It's great. I'm glad I got it at launch. It's been everything you could want from a successor to the Switch for me. While yes, there hasn't been any major like, oh my god, this is a console seller, a must have, da 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 da. It feels more premium. It feels better built. The screen is better. The controls feel better.
Mhm.
It's an improvement on every form of the Switch. So I'm very happy with that purchase. It got me to dive into the eShop on a Steam sale like binge and get like, oh, this is $4, this is $5, this is $7, and flush out my library a bit.
Mhm.
But so yeah, the Switch 2 I'm super happy with. Donkey Kong Bananas has been a blast. I've played a good chunk of that, but that's not what I'm focusing on. Pokemon ZA. I've always been a
You've always been
Pokemon
a Pokemon
guy,
guy, so
and this just feels it's fun. It was an evolution of the battle system, having everything be not turn-based anymore, but cooldown based. Feels more like an action RPG than
Yeah.
a turn-based RPG now. And yes, it's limited because you're only in Lumio
Let me
City, but I think they did that as well as they could. We want to have a small map to try this new form factor out.
okay, that's new. I didn't
Yeah,
know
it's
that.
all in
I didn't know
Lumio
that about it.
City, but not turn-based anymore. And the story, they stepped up. The animation of the characters, they've stepped up. I always loved Pokemon's character designs because
Mhm.
I do like how they do like a battle zone, not
right,
battle
you
zone kind
battle
of thing
trainers
too.
at night, you catch stuff during the day. That's pretty much the gist of the day-night
Mhm.
system there. But
Okay.
like I said, their character design is always impeccable because they gotta sell full art trainer cards. But I mean, that's why. That's why their character design is always great because they have to have art for the TCG.
Oh, yeah.
But the only and it's a huge gripe is the Pokemon Company needs to Game Freak a bigger budget. Because the only thing this game is missing to me that would take it from a 4 star to a 5 star is voice acting. Because now they've gotten to the point that the characters' faces are so much better animated and expressive. To have them do wild hand gestures and facial expressions and be really intense and just chat box is starting to feel a little old.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that. It needs to start feeling like an episode of
Right.
the show.
Right, especially when
Yeah.
they have side quests in this game that kind of feel like an episode of the show. Like, there's a little side quest in the beginning where a
Yeah.
chestpin is attacking a car for some reason, and instead you battle the
Mhm.
chestpin to take its attention. You have to battle it 5 times until it finally chills out, and then it joins your team. And that feels like an episode of the show.
Wow. Yeah, right.
So, I don't know, like, I love it, I want more of it, but I wanna see what's next, and rumor has for Pokemon's 30th anniversary is we're getting Gen 10 this year. So we'll see if they finally get the budget to do a bigger budget game. And Make it
That would be great considering the money machine that it is. It needs to share that wealth so that way it can take those next steps. Or I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what the
and
answer
that's
is
what's
there. Focus.
and that's what's complicated because people have complained because it's been semi-leaked that like Pokemon ZA's budget was like 30 million. And if you know anything about game budgets, that
Yeah,
is
yeah,
nothing. Like,
yeah.
and for the game to be as popular, it's gonna sell 30 million copies. Like,
Absolutely.
but at the same time, like I've brought up in several with several people, like, yeah, but if you give them a $60 million budget, is it gonna sell twice as many games? And the answer is no. So to the Pokemon company's perspective, why would we double your budget if we're not gonna
Yeah.
double sales? And that's
Right.
the unfortunate crux of capitalism. Well, we're not gonna make a better product because it won't get more
I hate
sales.
it.
Make a huge
I
open
hate it.
world, huge open world with the battle system of ZA, and then
They
profit.
already make profit. They don't That's the thing.
I'm saying more
I,
profit, more profit.
I tell you what, it does make me want to jump back into Legends Arceus. But then I think about how you're talking up the Switch 2 and it's how premium it is, and then I think about my lonely little Switch 2 that's on the shelf behind me, and it's one controller that doesn't work.
Yeah.
and and then I get sad.
I mean, the Switch 2 will be definitely worth it next year for most people. I was just gung ho about getting it, and I'm worried about prices increasing
Sure,
because
sure.
of the world's falling apart. But
We got the Mario
I
Kart
mean,
World
yeah,
Edition.
because that makes the game
Yeah.
$30 cheaper, so I don't blame you for doing that, or all that's what I did. But But yeah, so Switch 2's been great. Pokemon ZA is fantastic, but has its caveats of it needs voice acting and it needs more budget. But
Yeah. Well, is its performance
I
better
mean, on
than
the
Scarlet
Switch
Violet?
2, at least it runs a solid 60 frames a second with no dips at all.
Yeah, it's
But I mean, Scarlet and
That's
Violet
good.
runs that way on the
That's good.
Switch 2 now too, and they load in like twice as many Pokemon.
Oh, okay.
So it's Scarlet
Oh,
and
that's good.
Violet
That's
have
good. It was just the Switch
Scarlet
hardware.
and Violet even got a major like bump up in like performance and draw distance and how many Pokemon spawn and frame rate from the Switch 2. Makes it feel like an actually well running
That's good to
game
hear.
compared to what it was.
Hmm. Yeah, I couldn't stick with that game because its performance
Right.
was so bad. So that's what made me curious when I think about the next game. Like, all right, are they going to have the same problems because they want to push the current hardware even worse? And Nintendo's always behind. Nintendo's
yeah.
always like, we're just gonna bump it up just a little bit to,
I
you know, they got 10 years worth of technology behind them, but they only
In
advance it
Nintendo's defense though,
to,
that's what allowed them to keep the price point they did and to have as many produced as they
yeah,
did. So it's a smart move in a way.
I can understand that. I agree.
But
Yeah.
yeah, so if you get a Switch 2, yeah, you'll be able to play Scarlet and Violet like it should have been on the Switch 1. But everything got a frame rate. Like Legend of Zelda is
Mm.
60 frames solid now, both Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Like everything got updated for that. So
That's cool. Like to me, like that's all you can ask for sometimes too, especially if you enjoy the game. Because now that I'm gaming on a PC, I always think to myself like, all right, there's a game I'm interested in. How will it run on my PC? And should I just go on my console because I know the experience is going to be like locked into a
right.
certain caliber, you
I
know?
mean, and that's the appeal of like the Steam Deck and the Steam machine that got announced is it's consoleized gaming PCs. So you can
Yeah,
trust a little
yeah.
more like, oh, it should run well, it should function, I shouldn't have to fiddle with anti-aliasing, raster version this, DirectX 11 that, like
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I did want to ask you, wasn't that one of the big gifts this year for the
yes, I got
holiday?
her
I
a
think how you
Steam
partnered
Deck and she's obsessed with
the
it.
Steam Deck. I was gonna ask how she liked it. Yeah, I forgot completely, but
She's
I'm
been
glad I thought of
playing
it now.
Baldur's
Yeah.
Gate 3 handheld, and she's like, "This is fantastic."
Oh, how's it running?
It
Are
runs
you
it
are you
perfect.
impressed
It
by it
runs it
on the Steam
beautifully,
Deck?
60 frames locked, not an issue at all. Like, and that's been most things. And then the fact that it is a gaming PC, like there is even you press the power button, go to launch desktop mode, and now you have a Linux desktop.
Yeah.
So I got Java Minecraft running on the Steam
Like
Deck.
you
I can get emulators running on it. Like,
you got me like wanting to like shout out to Denise who's in the background here. Like I just want to be like, "You get me a Steam Deck."
I mean, it's made me into be like,
I won't do
yeah,
that,
I
but
kind of think I should get one. Like,
right, right. Yeah, that's like the thing I was like thinking about. Like, oh, you know what? Before I knew the pricing, I wanted to get the like the ROG Lix. I'm a Xbox guy, so when they announced that, I was like, oh yeah, cool. Like it'll have like some good integration with what I already use. And I was looking at Steam Deck before that, so it's kind of like I'd always gone back and forth, and never pulled the
right.
trigger,
And
of
I
course.
mean,
But
if you are used to Windows and dealing with Windows bloat, the Roger Ally is going to be fine. But because
yeah,
people have pointed out the things that's frustrating with Microsoft and the Windows-based handhelds are like, you made this thing for gaming, you made this as an handheld Xbox, quote unquote. Why is Microsoft Teams pre-installed on it? Like, why would it have that?
ugh,
Like, why would it have that bloat? Why?
right,
And that's the thing people come to like. It has so much of this typical Windows bloat that gets in the way of making it an efficient gaming machine. And you have to
yeah,
deal with Windows update this, Window update that, this driver this, and the Steam Deck avoids all that. Like, yeah, yeah, update the OS.
right.
It's like, all right.
Yeah, I think one small thing to like Steam is that I would need to get used to like big picture mode or like the
The
interface
interface is a
for
learning
that
curve.
because I'm still I'm still not used to it. If I run like I don't like to run big picture mode when I run a PC, like a Steam game on PC. I
Yeah.
don't know about you, like
I mean,
how you
I've been
guys
using Steam for
handle
like
it,
well
but
over a decade, so to me it's second language. But like Nicole was totally new to the Steam interface, and for the first day or two, she had where's this, where's that, how do I do this? Now she's got it down flat. Like she's like it was a learning
yeah,
curve, but it's one you can get past pretty quick.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like an uncomfortable thing. I'm like, ooh, I feel wrong putting big picture mode on. Yeah, get it away.
Yeah, but the Steam Deck does it well, and I want one now. But
Yeah.
so all that other games for me. Does anyone else want to have another game? Because I have two more I want to hit on, but
I just have a lot of replays for this year. Like I've just been touching on the old basics. Replayed through Bendy with the wife. We like both like did our own
cool.
save file and played through it and beat it in like 2 days each.
Yeah, you did go through that quick. I feel like I heard you saying, or like I saw you saying that you were going to replay, it, and then next day you're like, "You guys got to play this,"
Yeah.
and you
Well,
beat it.
I think the thing was we played it the first time during COVID, and it was us and 2 kids, so we were, like, bouncing back in when we could on during COVID, so the kids could have, like, time to game and stuff too, and this time it was just the kids have their own gaming systems in their rooms now,
Hmm.
so it's like, "Oh, let's play this." So I'm sitting there and I'm watching her play, and I'm like, "Okay, well, I'm watching you play now. I won't get stuck on that next time," and she did the same thing with me,
Right,
so we, like, just pile drove through it, and plus, the half of it we already knew, and now we're gonna be starting,
right.
Dark
Nice.
Revival.
Yeah, that's the sequel, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
I think is it a sequel or prequel? I don't know. I
It's another entry in the world of Bendy. We'll
Mhm.
say that because I'm not too familiar with it myself. You're the expert in terms of Bendy.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't know if you can actually see this on my cup, where it says "The creator lied to us." That's actually
Cool.
from Bendy.
oh, okay, that's cool. That's neat.
My my
Uh,
wife made that for me to put on my work cup, and I ended up putting on that cup.
well, which cup do you use more? Work cup?
This one's my home water cup.
Yeah, you know what? It probably stays nicer too, because the work cup, you put it in the car,
Oh,
it
yeah.
gets dropped, like you don't mess it up. Keep
I've
you
had
keep that
that.
around your desk, you know.
That's a Yeti that I won at a raffle at work, and I've used that Yeti at work for
Nice.
7 years now. It is beat.
I had a mental image of this beat up like metal cup that you're drinking out of, and
Oh,
let's
it
just
was
say
probably accurate.
it's anything else that you got? Like, so you got Bendy going on, but any other things that were kind of like
I
jumping out at
started
you that
I
you were
started ZA,
okay?
and always
Always
Fortnite.
Fortnite.
Yeah, yeah, you're dedicated to Fortnite. You guys tried to get me back into that, and I did sign into Fortnite a few times to just get those little
Right.
goodies that they were giving away for like the holiday, the winter thing. Um, I
I
don't know,
mean, I
man.
may
I
or
don't
may
know.
not be level 83
Uh,
this season.
Level 104.
you guys, you never fail to impress me with your dedication to that game
Oh, I
because,
mean, that's the one where it's like, I can't make it back to the PC. I'm gonna sit on the, PlayStation,
yeah,
and it's like,
I've
"Okay."
not yet caved, and I've kept that
Uh,
cancer off my Switch and PlayStation, and it's only on my PC. So,
yeah.
I I refuse to play on Switch. I
what about on Switch
refuse.
2?
Yeah,
I don't need another console
I
with
mean,
it
you
on it.
have a
I don't.
Android again, so why aren't you playing on your phone? Come on,
I
get a
It has to
backbone.
be controller for me. It has to be a controller.
there. I will say this. I'll say this. Like playing again, like the few matches that we did together, and then going over the winter signing into Fortnite just to like get the free stuff. Like Denise was sitting down next to me over here, and she's like, "Wait, are you actually in Fortnite?" She's like, "You don't play that game." I'm like, "No, I don't. I know." Like it was like a for
I mean,
shame.
I feel a sense of shame that I play it as much as I do now, but I blame The Simpsons.
No, so I start listen. So I started playing with my nephew, and then I was like, "I'm really good at this game. I don't know why. I just get it."
Hey, listen, yeah, don't let me shame you because I'm not good at the game, and if that for that reason, I don't apply myself to it because I'm no good at it. Could I get better with play? Sure, but yeah, you're not lying when you say you're good at it. Like you guys are both good at it, and you run around like very confidently in that
Oh, yeah,
game.
but I
I
And I
think I'm
feel like an
sitting.
80
but the
year old
difference
man.
is level separation is I've gotten 1 victory royale this year, and Harold, how many have you gotten this season? Yeah, see that?
"See?"
Dang!
I've gotten 1.
Yeah. I've gotten 17, no, 16 crown victories,
Jesus.
Wow,
which means you have to win and then win again with the
wow,
crown.
Yeah, I'm not that good.
that's awesome.
It's not the Well, that's all a
Oh,
lot on
Blitz?
Blitz
Now
too.
Blitz I have, like, 12 or 15 wins, but
Well, yeah. Well, I'm just saying the
I
crown
did.
victories come from that.
I don't know if it's true or not, but I did come across something in the internet that they're going to do 5-person
yeah,
squads.
that's out right now with
I
the
saw
South
that.
Park stuff.
Mhm.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, well, that's neat. I mean, I wonder how that affects balance, and or game speed, for that matter.
Do what?
Yeah.
20 teams of 5?
5 man, that's the sounds starts to sound like, "Oh god, that'd be chaotic." Because 5v5, 2 squads run into each other, that's a firefight.
Played any of the Fortnite yet? The South
I've
Park
went to
Fortnite
Cartman
yet?
Land. I've thrown cheesy proofs, like
Okay, but have you had, like, the final circle
no, because the
conundrum
stick
kind
of
of
truth
thing?
item they added lets you alter the circle, and that's what I've heard, and it's like,
Yeah. S So I was sitting there, and it wasn't even close to, like, the circle being completely done, and then the wall just disappeared, and it started
"Oh,
shrinking
no."
indefinitely with, like, 10 people still left. I was like, "What's going on? Oh my god, what's going on?"
It's cool that they can still throw different
And I mean, and
wrinkles
that's a
at you.
thing, and I have to give them props, like, when they did the Simpsons crossover, playing in Springfield was so well done and so cool. Like, getting to run around the entire
Yeah.
Springfield map was just so many Easter eggs and references and just done with a lot of love and care, you can tell, and fans.
Hmm. Hmm.
That's the thing with Fortnite, though. It's, sometimes it hits, sometimes it
Right.
doesn't. There's
Yeah.
some seasons I have not touched past level 10, but there are some seasons that I've hit
Right, and
level
this Surfs
200.
Up season seems pretty cool, like Surf City or whatever it's called.
Mhm.
Yeah, for all the hate that I, will privately throw at Fortnite or even publicly for that matter, I have to give it its flowers. It's a staple in the gaming world, and it's not going anywhere, and that's something I have to come to terms with as an old man yelling
I
at
mean, name
cloud.
it name another game where you can watch Hatsune Miku on top of Godzilla, both shooting beams out of themselves at a monster while the Megazord attacks it from the right and King Kong jumps down, and it's insane.
It's just so Ready Player One. It's so Ready
Mhm.
Player One.
And I think that's kinda what they were going with when they did the whole, sections, like the music and stuff.
I mean, you can
Like,
play
Yeah,
Rock Band, you
yeah.
can play
kind
racing
of like an
games, you can play.
Oasis.
It's a meta game.
Mhm.
Ooh,
I love it.
so I go ahead. You love.
I love it. I'll say I love it.
Okay, cool, cool. So I had some other things if we and then we
All
can
right, go
circle
for it, go
back to
for it.
you, Aaron, for the other two titles you got there. So, and this is more this year rather than 2025, but these games were around then, so I'm just catching up on them. But
All
Hades
right.
2 and Repo. Um, Repo because I've had a blast playing with you guys, and I'm hoping that we do more of that. Um, I saw that there were some mods that can be installed. Um, I saw some instruction on that in our friend Digi's Discord. So
What kind of
I'll
mods?
look
What are we
into
talking?
like what those mods are. I think they're visual mods, like visual overhaul stuff. So I've seen some
Yeah.
video of
The one
folks
I
that have like. Go ahead.
the one I tagged you in where I played with some other dudes, I had Goku hair
All
on.
right.
So,
That's fun. So like yeah, and Harry, you were even talking about mods because we were looking at that like little crystal cruncher that was inside, and it was supposed to be a mod, but it didn't work when we were playing vanilla. But no, that's a blast, and a lot of the content that I've posted now to my social media since I got back on is one instance of us playing Repo. That's just how much like fun that game is. And for anybody who's not familiar with it, it's literally just a cooperative like extraction game with little talking flip top robot people.
mhm.
Yeah, it's just chaotic. It's goofy. The proximity chat is fun, and yeah, I mean they have a solo mode,
I've
but I
not
have
touched
not
this.
not touched
I've
that.
not
I
touched a
only want to
solo
play
mode either, but the
together.
proximity chat's just been so classic and great. I love it. Like just picking the sync here, someone
Yeah,
and then it's like, oh no.
yeah.
My
Well,
favorite part was,
it's cool.
hey, the guy with the shotgun, he hunts by sound.
Yes.
Don't talk. Aaron, what? Boo.
Oh, there's so many good clips, like just of like little snippets of gameplay. Like the greater whole of the game can be kind of like you're just wandering around, but when the chaos hits, it's crazy. Like no, I can't even go into it because it's one of those you had to be there kind of moments. So if I start talking about a gameplay moment, like that's where people's eyes glaze over. So I'm not gonna even gonna do that. But suffice it to say, it is a game that if you're a PC gamer, you're looking to kind of play around with friends, I'd highly recommend it as just a good time, just a
Peak
mindless good time.
Peak as well. Peak was pretty fun.
Yeah, Peak was cool. I like Repo personally. I left Peak off because I think I like Repo a little
I
bit more.
I think Peak would be
Um,
more fun the more people you have. Repo seems to be better for smaller
yes.
groups. I know Peak has a max character of 4, but there's mods, like, I've seen people play Peak with a group of 16. It's like, "Oh, that's just chaotic."
Oh God, yeah, yeah. I could see that being more fun with more people. Like, cause you and I played it, Aaron. We played it a two-player, and it wasn't the same as playing with Harry there
Right.
also too. It was cool, don't get me wrong, but like yeah, having more people to banter with, having more people to chitter chatter with and have silly things happen to made it even more fun. Where we just kind of
Yeah,
failed
re
really quick.
Is that the night you guys messaged me and were
yeah,
like, "Hey, repo
yeah.
now"?
Yeah, because
Yeah,
peak
yeah.
2 players doesn't hit the same as peak with 3 or 4. Repo seems like it'd still be fun with 2.
Mhm. Yeah, because you can get lost and then just, like I was just in my own world in repo,
Mhm.
and you guys are all of a sudden you're dead, and I'm like, "What? Where'd you go?" Um, but to kinda keep it going so that way I'm not harping on about repo this entire time, Hades 2, you guys know me for loving Hades, and I got into the early access for Hades 2 when it was, still being developed, on Steam. Um, Picked it up, and I didn't spoil myself too much. I played a little bit of Hades 2 when it was in early access, and um, it didn't hit the same at first. But as a finished game now, I love it. It's so fantastic. Um, on the surface, the Hades like games just seem like they're like, "Oh, okay, action oriented, one and done, kind of beat it." But no, I just love that you just keep getting new snippets of story, new snippets of the game as you continue to progress. And Hades 2 does it in a bigger way.
Yeah, that's
Oh, yeah. I don't have any experience with Hades 2, like, that's one I've never even, like, touched. I watched you play, that's about as far as my depth on that
I
game
also
goes.
haven't touched Hades 2. I played a fair amount of Hades 1, but have not gotten around to Hades 2. And I have another game to blame for my lack of Hades 2, but we can get onto that a little bit later. But my partner, however, has played a lot of Hades 2, and she absolutely adores it.
Yeah, I couldn't recommend it enough. And I would like immediately say like you guys both need to pick it up and play it. But, of course it's gotta be what will satisfy your gaming needs.
Mhm.
And for me, I always like shiny, chaotic, and single player. So that kind of thing works for me. And yeah. Yeah, I definitely like there's absolutely no way I was playing that earlier in the year. It
Oh, we
just
are.
wouldn't have happened. I just I couldn't handle it. But now it's like hell yeah, now I know I'm back. I'm back, baby.
Yeah.
One game I wanna get back into playing, I played, like, the first, like, 10 minutes of it, it was Lost in Random.
That's a fun game. Yeah, Lost in Random's good. And I think there was DLC on it. Was that Moonhood Studios?
I I think so, yeah,
I know
maybe?
I follow the developer for Lost in Random. They just did another game that is PlayStation and VR for PC. And I follow the developer Olaf. They are like fantastic art. But I remember I streamed Lost in Random way back in the
Yeah.
day.
Uh, Zoink Studios, Thunderful Games.
Zoink. Okay.
Had to do a and live, fact check on that to make sure.
Yeah, we got to keep my facts straight because if I remember correctly, I thought it was that studio. It could be, you know, same like an art director or something like that. That's kind of similar, but who knows? I take Lost in Random and associate it with that, so could be a
Mhm.
mistake on my end. Thank you for keeping me honest.
I mean, Moonhood did
Uh,
The Midnight Walk, and that's a very similar art styles, and maybe they have some connection between.
that's what it is. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, now I got to look that up too.
Yeah. But no, Lost in Random always looked cool, and I saw you playing it, but I never got to touch it either. But
I downloaded it on Xbox, and then it was on, Game Pass, and I was like, "I don't have Game Pass anymore,"
yeah, I
so
went through the aspect of deleting all my Game Pass games off my PC the other day. So,
yeah, I did that too.
but yeah. So mind if I go again? Is that where we're at? Is that where we're going? All right.
Yeah, go ahead.
So
Yeah, go ahead.
another big time sink for me this year, the one that I'm going to blame for not playing Hades 2 is Silk Song, the Hollow Knight sequel. I got this game
What?
on release date and it got me really deep, really quick, and I played for like 60 hours in the first month of its release. And It's just art
Yeah.
style's beautiful, I love it, the world, the map is so well designed, it's one of the best Metroidvanias I've ever played. Every boss feels like
Mhm.
just such a good victory when you overcome, and, I just got to part 2, and there's a definite skill check at the end of part 1, and that boss took me probably 6 hours of just learning its patterns, but what I love about this game, though, is because I kind of think of it as a rhythm game, because you go into a boss for the first time, you get your butt handed to you lickety-split, no and then every subsequent fight, you get better and better and better at it to, like, the final fight, it's like, "Oh, I didn't get hit because I knew its patterns so well and dodged all of its attacks," and it just feels so cool to be like, "Yeah, I got one shot at the first fight, then on the last fight, it didn't touch me."
Yeah, you talking about it makes me wanna play it, and then because I love roguelites, those type of games, and, I've I played Hollow Knight, and it didn't stick for me, but I'm really interested in the new one because obviously, like we talked about it a little earlier, like different iterations of games, things are enhanced or things are
Or more
fleshed out in a different
polished,
way.
like
How would you yeah, how would you say it stands out by comparison to
you can
this game?
definitely tell there's more polish. They definitely have a better vibe of we know what we're doing. Not that Hollow Knight didn't, but they are different in the aspect of the character Hornet feels more like a warrior. Feels more like because it's more fast
Okay.
paced. With Hornet, like I'm diving, dodging, dipping, ducking, all that real quick and just precision moves
You could dodge a wrench, you could dodge a
and
ball.
I like how the mana system, for lack of a better word, the silk that they use, you can get hit and then hit back enough to recharge your mana to heal yourself mid combat. That heal does take a while, but you can find openings to do it and stuff. So if you can come back from I have 1 health left to I hit it 12 times, I healed, I hit it 12 times, I healed, I'm back to full health and ready to go. If you can dodge enough, if you
Yeah.
can be good enough. So
I have not touched Silk Song yet, but I did put quite a bit of hours into
I
Hollow Knight.
will not soften the blow. This game is hard. Like it is comparative to
Huh.
FromSoft games of the bosses are a challenge. Like you will be stuck on the one boss
I
for
wonder. I
several
wonder.
hours, guaranteed. But
Hmm. Part of me says like, yeah, I want punish me, but another part of me is like thinking about like, all right, if I played that live, would that
it,
be
it
fun for
it
people to
depends.
see?
Like I said, if you get satisfaction of in games like this of I know why I died, I know what I did wrong, I can do better. You'll like this because, like I
Yeah,
said, you can go from
you're
being
right.
totally decimated your first round to boss didn't hit me, no joke. Like I dodged every attack. I knew what was
Yeah,
coming. I
yeah,
knew its telegraphed moves, and you can feel pretty badass at that point.
yeah, yeah. And I like that because guess what? Like that's the segment of games that I know that I can start to get better at. Where I'm an old now. My birth date starts with a 1-9, so that's like the fast twitch stuff. Of like playing shooters like doesn't work for me anymore. I'm just not that good at them, and I've come to terms with like even the more I apply myself, I don't necessarily get better in those. But with like an Elden Ring or in this case a Hollow Knight or Hades, okay, now I've learned the move set. I'm getting patterns down. I understand it like and I can improve. It makes me feel
Right.
like an accomplished gamer, a distinguished gentleman, if you will.
Right. And just so that is what I could sell Silksong on is if you like that feeling, this game has it in spades. And just its art is so cool and its world is so cool and the audio is so well done and the music and it's another one of these games and I loved that I feel like this year is the start of the downfall of giant studios being who we care about in gaming. Because think about it, like this
Oh
year,
yeah,
Game of
Yeah.
the Year
most definitely.
awards, you had what, 4 indie games being the biggest contenders in Expedition 33, Silk Song, Hades 2, and what was another big one? There was another big one that was technically an indie game. But nonetheless, most of the contenders for Game of the Year were not AAA studios. It's like
Right. Yeah, it's a lot of the money that's being sunk into these bigger titles are just repeats. So it's iterations that are just we're used to this. Like Call of Duty is not going to be
right,
that
never.
nice.
I just
It's
think
just
I thought it was funny that like some of the bigger companies were like crashing out because like when are you going to release your game? Oh, we don't know yet. You can't do that. You can't tell us when you're not going to release your
Right.
game.
But yeah, just it's great to see. I like to see the downfall of no one gives a crap about EA or Ubisoft anymore. Like
Witch finger. I had to bring this back up before we go too far, but yes, I knew there was a connection bringing it back to Lost in Random, uh, and uh, and the developer. But yes, there is a connection. I was following the developer from Lost in Random. He was the Olav is the co-founder, director, writer for Moonhood Studios, which did the Midnight Walk. But he was also director, co-creator for Lost in Random, and the voice of Potboy, Dicey, Royam, etc. So he
all
did all the
right.
voices too for it,
That makes
which
total
is
sense.
awesome.
There's the connection.
But and I love all that style because I'm like it has that to generalize and not to like diminish or take away from their style, but it has that like charming
Right.
Tim Burton-esque style
Mhm.
to it that
Especially
I'm a
the
sucker
new
for.
game from them, the Midnight Walk being like claymation looking. So cool.
Yes, yes. Like seeing the processes and just like since I follow the Instagram page, seeing the videos of like the character creation and stuff like
Uh,
that. Oh, it's awesome. Anyway, I brought us back to that, and I'm
no, no,
sorry
no,
to pull
that's
us
fine.
back.
It's a good break from because I don't have much more to say about Silksong other than it's an amazing polished of what it is, and everything about it is perfection. They took the time they needed on that game, and for good reason. There's a
Yeah.
reason it took 7 years, but it's
See, these are these are conversations I like to have too because I was on the fence about it, and not because I don't think it's a good game, but I just was a little gun shy about like, all right, do I jump into this game? And I don't know, you might be tipping me
and
over
what
the
I
edge
love
on
about
playing it.
these smaller studios, Hades included in these kind of conversations, is these aren't $80 games. I think Silksong's $20.
Right.
Like, whatever.
Oh yeah.
Hades is 30, right?
Yep.
Like,
I think I think one of the games that I enjoyed playing the most, the dude made by himself, and now he sold it for $20 a game, and he's loaded now. Schedule
right?
1 was like that was a crazy that dude's like, I just a little passion project. I made a little game, and
Right.
it went viral." Schedule 1 was,
I
like,
mean, my partner plays that all the time.
everywhere.
And the fact of the matter, like, bringing back to the Steam Deck and how cool its functionality is. So that game is technically not supported on Steam Deck because it uses a lot of keyboard commands and a lot of stuff like that. But the way Steam Deck works is she installed on her Steam Deck, there's a little controller icon and a gear. And it's like, do you want to use the community developed uh mapping for controls to play this? And she's like, sure. And it was click, yep, it installed those controller settings, and now she can play it on her Steam Deck. She-
I just had to look it up. Like it looks funny. Looks
Oh,
funny.
it's a very fun game.
yeah, Schedule 1 is ridiculous. It's goofy. But it's, like I said, another one of those games made by one dude who just blew up.
He's yeah, like, he did it for fun, and then now he's, like even if he never develops another game, he
I mean, and
made
now the fact
millions
that
off
he's
that
just
game.
continuously
That's cool.
supporting it, and he's taking like community votes on, hey guys, what do you want the next update to be? And like Shrooms won, so he's adding Shrooms to it. It's like cool.
Oh, that's fun. That's cool to see. Like it's not very often that you kind of see a standout. Like when what are the last like small studio like or even single person game developments that you've seen come out? Like, right? Like Minecraft was one of the
S-
first that
Stardew
I can
Valley.
remember.
Yeah.
Wasn't Stardew
Concerned Ape
Valley?
is one dude.
Yeah.
So obviously he has
Mhm,
support
mhm.
staff, but
I actually just started Stardew.
like all these teams have support. They're not doing everything by themselves, but they are single person endeavors
Mhm.
nonetheless. But and I just feel like this is the future of gaming. These giant $180 million game budgets are getting unsustainable at this point when the gaming community seems to be going the opposite direction.
Well, what
Yeah,
it
yeah,
is
you can kinda reset the
well, what it
industry
is
once in a while.
with the huge companies is that we're not paying for the developers really, we're paying for, like, the
Right.
executives, more executives, layers
Yeah,
and layers of executives,
yeah,
when we don't need that. We need maybe if you wanna have one CEO and then
Right.
your developers.
Yeah, we don't it's just unnecessary. And like what's I've seen as also a growing like thing in the community is do we really need games to look any better than they do currently? Like, do we really need games that look better than Red Dead 2 or what GTA 6 is looking like? Like, do we need to go any further? Like,
I think we've had, like, charming, janky looking games that have been, you know, more successful, if not equally as so as
well,
some of these AAA
right,
titles,
like
and
here, I'll
it's
put up Schedule 1. Schedule 1's
yeah.
an ugly ass game, but it's charming.
Yeah, yeah, and that's the thing, is like, at the end of the day, people are looking for, is the
Right.
game fun?
Or like
Yeah.
Silk Song. It is a 2D game, but it is gorgeous in every aspect, like,
Right,
because it's just so polished
right,
in its art style.
yeah,
I
yeah,
think
art direction is very
graphics
important.
I think graphics are like a bottom tier thing to go about. It should be like, does it play? Does it play
Right,
well?
but
Is it
you have to
good?
realize that that's a relatively new mindset. 10 years ago, graphics were at the forefront, and it was one of the most important things people cared about is how the game looks. And now we've moved
Frame
past
rate,
that, and now it's frame rate. We want a solid 60 frames a second. We don't want frame dips. We don't want 15 frames a second. Like, so
yeah,
it's interesting that all that's developing and stuff. Like, and we're seeing that actively change in the mindset of the gaming populace. Of
right. I really wanna know how it affects, like, I want a crystal ball, so I know how it affects these big companies and how they run their businesses when smaller titles and different experiences than these AAA things are,
well, I
you
think
know,
we are seeing it happen though. Like
handing out.
we see what Microsoft's doing. They're divesting in
Yeah,
gaming in a way of like, oh, we're not gonna put our consoles on sale anymore. We're not gonna have cheap prices for our subscription services. We're not gonna have any of this anymore because we need to focus on profits. And you're seeing
it's like they're turning a giant ship. They're turning a
and,
giant
right.
ship, and it's going it's like
And you're
it's a
seeing
slow
EA
turn.
get sold to Saudi Arabia, and you're seeing Ubisoft split its major franchises into a subsidiary company and sell to Tencent. Like you're seeing what's
Yeah.
happening with these major companies. Like
Mhm.
someone even pointed out, like one of the only major US developers for games nowadays is Blizzard. Like it's one of the only ones remaining now.
Yeah.
Activision sold off to Microsoft,
Mhm.
which is still an American company, but you know what I mean? It's a conglomerate now. Like EA is sold
Right, right.
being sold to Saudi Arabia. Who's left in the ZeniMax is sold
ZeniMax?
to Microsoft too, isn't it? With Bethesda?
Yeah, yeah, you're right, that
Yeah.
is Microsoft now that I think
I
about
mean,
it because
even Blizzard is
it went
still
along with the
Microsoft.
Activision thing.
Like, Microsoft is the
Yeah,
only US
it is.
developer, technically, of AAA
Yep.
status. And Sony, but
Of the
Sony's are
majors,
all
yeah.
over the world. But Sony's
Mhm.
Yeah.
Japanese and American, it's complicated there. Like, but I digress. It's interesting to see that the tastes are changing and people are getting tired of $300 million budgets and AAA games and
Yeah, I guess it is, it's unfolding in front of us. I guess I'm more or less interested
yeah.
in what the fallout
Yeah. Oh,
is.
and I was stupid. The other game that was big this year that was India's Arc Raiders. Like
Yeah, that one looks really interesting. I've seen fun clips of it, but have either of you guys jumped into that, or is this more something that
I've not
you're
touched
content to
it.
watch
I
rather
just
than
know it's
play?
big.
Mhm. I feel like that's a Harry game. Like
What's
Harry would jump
sorry,
into that
sorry, what
playing.
game is
Arc
that?
Raiders.
Arc Raiders.
Oh, I've been playing
See,
Arc
you're right.
Raiders.
Yeah, you see, like there we go. How have you enjoyed your time with Arc Raiders? It looks entertaining.
It's very fun. Oh yeah,
Go
I'm
on.
definitely. Mm, mm.
Oh,
Okay, so I mean,
so
what
eloquent.
do you want to know? I mean, like,
Well, what do you?
what do you think of Arc Raiders? Yeah, yeah,
Hey, what are your takes on
Yeah,
this
that's
game?
a
It's
game.
good.
it's definitely one of the games of all time. I tell you that
That
right
game
now.
It
sure
is
does
one of the
game.
games of all time. Yeah. I mean, all right. So I've seen different things with Arc Raiders. I've seen like different ways that people entertain themselves with this game because it's literally an extraction game. I understand that,
Yeah.
right?
hmm
Okay. Um, but then I see that the community kind of plays in different ways. There's singles and there's trios, right?
There's singles. I think it's you can have up to 4, I believe, but
Okay.
it's not like a set singles or trios. Like, so if I go in there and I go in by myself, I
Uh
get
huh.
put into a lobby with only other solos. If I go in there with like Aaron, then I only
Why
go
not?
into a
Why not
lobby with
me? Why not
well,
me?
okay.
No, I'm just
If I
kidding. I'm
go
just messing with you.
but if I go into a lobby with 2, then I'm only getting put into a lobby with other teams of 2.
Okay.
If I
All right.
if
So
I
the game
get
knows.
going with a 3, it only puts me in like, you don't get to choose which one. It gives you based off what you do. And you
Understood.
can and you can go in there, and it's not like this isn't one of those games where it's like, "Oh, you can't team." Like, you can go in there as a single and, like, say I run into you, and instead of killing each other, we help
Yeah.
each other complete missions.
Right. And that's what I've seen. I've seen like people who are like really having fun with different like ways of playing, but then like seeing the clips is one thing, and then I figure like, oh yeah, let's hypothetically say I go in and I play this game. I'm just gonna get shot by a bunch of sweats the entire time and never have a good time. So that's what worries me about it.
Oh, okay. So, okay. Let me let you singles singles,
You're
you're
getting
usually
wound up.
if you're wanting to do missions, singles. If you're wanting
Yeah.
PvP,
Yeah, that's what I've
anything
heard.
else. There's a very so singles is very, "Hey, man, what's up? Let's be friends," and then you get into, like, multiplayer, and it's like, "There's a guy over there. Let's kill him and take his shit."
It's so fucking toxic. Oh goddamn.
And on top of that, it's like, you're also playing against the ARCs, which oh my god, dude, first time I ran into a queen, I about shit my pants.
Are they the robots? The robots that I've
Yeah.
seen?
So they have, like, wasps, they have hornets, um, I can't think of all the names of them, but there's the queen, and it's a huge, huge thing. So, like, I was just running one day, and I wasn't paying attention because I was
Oh,
playing with, uh, our buddy Dan, and then was going and just randomly ran
that'd
into
be
a queen.
I looked up a picture of Arc Raider Queen. Yeah, that would be terrifying to just run into.
I was like, I'm dead." And then it shot rockets at me, and I was like, yep, I'm dead."
Can you even take it down?
Yeah, I've seen clips. I've seen clips of people who have been like organizing attacks against the giant robots and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Or I think was it when you're talking, it attacks you. Like if you talk in the chat, it'll
I think
go
I
prioritize
think there
you,
might
go
be a
after you.
price I think there might be a proximity kind of thing to it.
Mhm.
I'm not sure. I've never played with proximity on in the game because I usually play,
Okay.
like, in
Oh,
Discord.
that's no fun.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I have push to talk on, but, like,
You don't
usually
get
I
to talk.
well, to
unless
me,
someone talks to me
I feel
first,
like
I
games
don't.
like
I
this, the
usually
proximity chat is one of the features, like, of it entirely.
listen, man, I'm just trying to find my apricots and
Alright,
prickly
that's
pears. That's all
fair.
I'm
Find your
trying to do,
prickly
man.
pears.
If you, like, talk to anybody who plays that game, you know how hard it is to find apricots, and it's a pain in the ass.
Sounds so funny out of context.
That little sound bite
Man,
right
I just
there,
want
it's
my
like, "What?"
apricots.
Like, but I get it. I get it. I get it. No, that's a cool one because yeah, that intrigues me. I like seeing the videos. It's cool to see those little like I'm a sucker for proximity chat. Like we have found the new thing for games that is
That's
entertaining is
definitely
proximity
been the
chat.
highlight of this
Well,
year in multiplayer games is prox chat really hitting a stride.
we had prox chat. Probably would have been around a lot earlier had a lot of games not wanted to focus on like esports and
Which
streaming
talk about something that's died out completely is esports.
Yeah.
because proximity chat can be, and you all know this, gamer words happen in proximity chat.
Yeah,
That's why, like, if you're streaming, prox chat is definitely not
it
the
can
way
be
to go.
unfortunately risky, but but prox chat's definitely a big feature this year or of the last year, and will probably continue.
Oh yeah, I do like it in uh where it plays into like interacting with the creatures too, because it's like you have repo. Panicore was one that I played, which was pretty fun.
Mhm.
And murky divers. I bought those like on a sale together.
Murky
And
divers just sounds like fun to say.
yeah, it's you literally you're diving and there's monsters underneath there. And Panicore is like a prox chat game kind of too, where like, oh, if you talk, you have to whisper, or else the creatures will attack you.
All right,
Okay,
these look pretty cool.
that's fun.
Sorry, I had to shoo a child.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I told you, lock that door.
There's no locks. There's no locks on the door.
You're gonna have to drill one into the wall. Oh, a game that I'm gonna be looking at. Um, it's who's this by? Who's this by? It's by Hooded Horse. It's a little game, a roguelike called He Is Coming, and uh, it looks like like 8-bit. It's got like chip tunes to it, and it is quite literally like from what I gather, um, you're just doing different runs at bosses,
Ooh,
and it's like an auto battler kind of thing. And
this
it looks
does
like a
look
vibe. It
like
looks
a
fun.
vibe.
I loaded it up a little bit before we played. hmm I might throw that up live. I might play it a little bit and then only play it live, but we'll see.
I saw that they were. I don't know how true this is. I saw that they games were looking forward to as a subject that they
Yeah,
were working on an open world Lord of the Rings style game,
you love Lord of the Rings. That is your style.
like a survival Lord of the Rings. Oh, just make it $100. I'm paying it.
Lord,
I'll sit there and I'll have little Fugler Gandalf
I
sitting on
mean,
my
Lord
lap
of the
the whole
Rings
time.
games do not have a great
Yep.
track record in the last decade.
Yeah, I think the last really good Lord of the Rings games
Golem.
were on Xbox and
I
PlayStation
mean,
2.
Shadow of War, Shadow
Return
of
of the King,
Mordor, but
and
Shadow of
Two
War,
Towers.
right?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I forget about those now.
But that
I
I
forget
think
about
that
those
was
games.
there's a difference if you're using the IP for like a landscape like Shadow of War did. But if you're like playing like the core like Fellowship and i.e. like Sam or anybody or Golem or uh anybody that you knew in the movies, then it's not gonna be
Except the
good.
PlayStation 2 games, the
I
PlayStation
get
2
that.
story games based on the movies were cool as hell.
Well, I'm saying,
They were
okay,
great.
back in the day, movie related games like kicked that. Like what, Harry Potter for the PS1?
How's that hold up? Going back to
Oh, dude, we've played it. We've played it
Of course you
recently.
have.
Me and my wife played it recently.
Played it on the GameCube.
Hey, they stuck to the book more than
True.
the movie did.
Uh,
Hey, fair enough. Fair
alright,
enough.
should we
I will say on that Harry Potter subject, quite literally, bedridden Larry was watching Harry Potter, like, every night, and by watching, it was just, like, the noise that was on to help me
Right.
pass out and go to sleep. Uh, I guess, if you guys wanna move on to, like, honorable mentions, music, books,
Okay, yeah, we can do
shows,
that.
we can do that, kinda, like, do our little roundup, and then we can dip out if we're ready, if you
Yeah, let's
want,
touch on
that's
some
totally fine.
entertainment of the year.
Doesn't bother me. Yeah. Alright, so, Aaron,
All right,
let's start
so
with you, and
it's
we'll make our
became like
way back into
80% of my
your head.
personality since I've been obsessed with it, but the Dungeon Crawler Carl series. Right.
Woo, achievement!
So tried out the first book, absolutely adored it. It made me cave and get my own Audible account. Then I purchased the first three books, and then I
Yeah.
quickly ate up the other four and read all seven within like 2 months. And then I proceeded
Wow.
to fund two
That's
different
impressive.
Kickstarters and spend an extra like $400 because I just love everything about this series.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Making me
You
It's
turned
excited
me
to get
onto
just
it.
into it.
it's
Yeah, you
so
turned me onto it.
funny, and the audiobooks are, like, supremely well done by the narrator. He's hilarious, it's well written, and the book starts as just, "Oh, this is goofy, this is fun, these are good jokes, this is a fun romp," to, "Oh, this is a serious political story with a lot of nuance and deep meaning behind it." By book 7, it's you're totally invested in the world, the characters, the message they're trying to perceive. Ah.
Yeah. I get a lot of, like, early Borderlands from the
And
first
good
book.
Borderlands, not cringe Borderlands. Yes.
Yes, yes, yes. No, it's super enjoyable in that way, and going audiobook with it, like, I can see where if I read the book, I wouldn't necessarily have the same personality.
Right,
Like, I would have a totally different outlook on that book if I didn't
right,
listen to it first by comparison. So now that I have that basis, if I go and read the books, it'll be like, "Ah, yes, this is the way
right,
it sounds in
right,
my
so
head
that really
now."
paints it a lot,
Um,
but I will say you're right.
I was just at Barnes& and Noble last night, and I saw the books, and I was, like, tempted. I was like, I need more
They
books, but I'm
look
not reading
good
all the books I
too.
have
The
right now, so
current design of the books, they look really
Oh
sharp. I
yeah.
have all 7 side by side, and it just looks so cool, so clean, but
I love that there's a little hidden message on each
right?
of the
And then
hardcovers.
eventually when you get far enough into you read it, it's like, "Why does it say 'fuck cheese dicks'?" It's like, "Well,
Yeah, right.
well, fuck the cheese dicks." It's like, I can't explain that.
No, no,
But no, and it just
no, that's good.
I can't sing its praises enough. If you wanna read a book that's just fun, but heartfelt, but serious, but not, but it's just a fun ride. Really well written characters when you get further into. I love so many of the characters. I've teared up in these books. I've laughed out loud. Like I love it.
Yeah,
And like I said, it made me did a Kickstarter for a spin-off comic book, and I did a
yep.
Kickstarter for special edition autographed versions of books 1 through 3. Yeah, I guess
Wow,
my
oh, that's
name is
cool.
going to be in the thank you section of book 2 and 3. So it's like, that's cool. Like,
That's awesome.
and I love it. I'm obsessed. I'm re-listening to them now because book 8 comes out later this year for the 3rd time. So
Aaron, I wanna do a petition that, you should get a Princess Donut tattoo.
I would. I almost would. I love it. Princess Donut's great. I just goofy as hell. I don't wanna say much more because I don't wanna, like, get into story specific details or, like, favorite favorite
Yeah, fair enough,
moments and all that, but just I love it. This is the series that made me get an Audible
fair
account.
enough.
What more can I say? Like,
Audible's worth it. Audible's worth
yeah.
it, and, on the book subject there, to kinda piggyback and continue our book topic here, I've gotten into with all the extra time I had, the Brandon Sanderson Stormlight
Ooh. That
archive.
also excites me.
So, I'm on book 2, and, I probably would be further along if I was still down. But now that I'm active and able to do things, like I've not been sucked in as much as I was. That's
It's
a dense series. There's a
you're not
lot
reading.
to it. I recommend it for
Yeah,
for
at
fantasy
that point, you're
readers,
not
but
reading books,
yeah.
you're reading tomes, and they're like 1,200 pages each. Like,
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes.
but
Harry, I would love to see you try to get through a Stormlight Archive book.
I've been trying to start Mistborn for like a year.
see,
So
that's another
Yeah.
series that I did read this year. I read the first era of Mistborn, and it's worth it. It's
Yeah.
worth it to get into it.
it's like I got Mistborn on the audiobook and I was like, okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna listen to this, and I was like, but I want to read Scythe. All right. Started reading Scythe and I was like, this is kind of not scratching an itch. Let's read the Alliance, well, what is it? A Wardrobe, a Witch, and a Great
What?
War. I can't think of
A
the name of
It
Lion,
it.
sounds
Rich,
like
and War?
you're talking about
It's
the
so
Chronicles of
it's
Narnia.
so it's C.S. Lewis and J.R. Tolkien, and they were like before they were writers when they were in World War One together.
What? Wait.
Uh-huh.
All right.
It's it's like an actual like
Okay.
history book. Like it's how
Gotcha.
no, I would say it's like an actual history book. It's explains how their time in the war
Okay.
affected their writing.
Gotcha.
That's interesting. I mean, that'd be really
Okay.
interesting.
That's pretty cool.
It was a good read. I just can't think of the title to save my life. It's sitting somewhere in
I
the
hope that you really butchered it and like you go back and
I gotta fact check
the
myself in case anybody wants to read it.
the Lion, the Witch, and the Tombstone.
But no, but for real, Harold, get back to
Uh,
Mistborn. The first trilogy is supremely well done, and I want to start the second series because I like how they did it. I like how they did the second series because without many spoilers.
I have to
I was gonna say it's kind
oh,
of cool
go
because in the
ahead
second
without many
series,
spoilers.
the Era 2 of Mistborn, it's 500 years after the first book. Like all the first books are myths and legends and histories. And like the first series is high fantasy, medieval era. Second series are more like westerns. It's like, oh yeah, we have pistols, we have guns, bowler hats, trench coats.
I was close. I was close, guys. It's a Hobbit, a
All
Wardrobe, and
right.
a Great War.
Wait, what did you say? What did you say at first? I can't remember.
I
Well,
said
we'll
a
have to go back.
Wardrobe, a Witch, and a Great War. I think I just went all C.S. Lewis and World War One.
Okay, gotcha. You had to mix it up a little bit more, is what it was.
Mm-hmm.
I need to really buckle down and continue reading Stormlight Archive because a good buddy of mine has the Cosmere
Ooh,
RPG. So he got everything like in one
damn.
shot, and he wants to play. And I need to know what I'm talking about, and I need to understand things so that it makes sense to me. But yeah, like he went ahead and he ordered the whole damn thing, and I was at Barnes and Noble last night, and not only was I tempted by Dungeon Crawler Carl books, but I saw the Cosmere RPG books, and I was like, wow, that's cool to see that out and about. I kind of figured it
That
was
would be
more
really
niche,
cool to see.
but they are
Ah,
beautiful looking books.
See,
They
I
are
was
beautiful
talking
looking books.
I was talking to my sister-in-law about that because there's a certain way you can read the books into the Cosmere, and I was like, should I read them all separately or should I just do the Cosmere
just
and then
read series, read Mistborn, then go to Stormlight if you're interested in more. But there is almost nothing connecting Mistborn and Stormlight. It's just in the same literal universe, like not
Okay,
even the same planet. like
right,
like there
yeah,
is a connecting thread, but I don't want to be
I don't know.
spoilery. There is a connecting character,
I
but
think
sure.
I uh I made a joke at Barnes
oh
Nobles and
yeah.
I thought it was pretty clever. So we went in there and they had newest book, the one that's like that thick. And I was like, they can only order them two at a time because they're so fucking thick.
Uh
Yeah, I think what is it? The Wind and Truth is the that latest one
Yeah.
for the Stormlight Archive. Yeah,
and
that's
I
a big
hate to
book.
say it, but Brandon
I
says
would
that's the end of the first arc of the Stormlight Archive, and it's like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Brain can make stories up like Brandon Sanderson, man. Like that'd be
Dude,
so great. Just like to be able to like lose yourself in your own like worlds that you've created. That'd be like
I mean, your brain can do it. It's just whether or not anybody else wants
yeah,
to
but
read it
I feel
is a
like
different
his
story.
brain works on a different level when he's like, "Oh, when I'm writing all my other books, I was busy writing 4 other books, and I'm gonna call those the secret projects." And he just releases 4 more books that he writ while writing the other 4 books. And then he's like, "Oh, and I went on vacation for 3 weeks, and I wrote a 5th book, so I'm gonna put that as another secret project." It's like,
Ah, that's
whole
crazy.
and he's
That's
also a
insane.
literary professor at a college. It's like
he's doing all that and I'm sitting there scribbling and it's just the
And I'm over here like getting winded just going to take a poop in the morning.
uh,
when do we do some of the best thinking is when we're on the stool.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? That's probably you know I- it's probably a good way to write a book. Sit on the throne. Shows.
Shows. Okay, let's save the one that we're all currently watching that is releasing for last so we can talk about it in a little bit
what
more
one's
depth.
that?
I think I'm on the I think I'm on the
I'm
same
not.
wavelength as you. Um,
Uh,
so I'm gonna talk about the ones that I think it's not.
okay. Well, just if it has a countdown, then don't talk about it right now.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Okay.
Aaron might not
Are
be
we
in on that
talking about
conversation
dairy,
where I
Stranger
caught that
Things, what?
from you. All right, so
Uh,
yeah, my first one would be Welcome to Derry.
oh my god, dude.
I'm an It guy. I love I love the book. I love with the exception of certain parts of the book, I really enjoy it. Um, love the old '90s mini series with Tim Curry. I love the Skarsgård stuff, and quite literally, Welcome to Derry was like if you compared the movies to Welcome to Derry, the movies were like a soft, fluffy puppy,
Yes.
and Welcome to Derry was like a rabid Cujo pit bull, like biting your face off. Like
Episode 1.
Welcome to
Okay,
Derry,
came out
yes, yes, it came out swinging, and uh, like not only that is just that the vibes of Welcome to Derry were so like on point. It was very
mhm,
good. Like I love just even thinking about it. Like the theme song is a
yeah,
great juxtaposition to the horror that awaits you, or like the horror that hits you first, and then it cuts to that theme song.
and
It
then
is
when it gets to
fantastic.
the whole Bob Gray thing.
Yeah, I won't get into spoilers or anything. It's such a recent show that, and we're not
Mhm.
doing like recap of the series or anything like that. But season one did
No.
end. Um, but I mean I don't know what else to say about it. But if you're looking for something that makes you uncomfortable, if you're looking for more content,
If
Pennywise
you
stuff, yeah,
if you have a stronger stomach, I should say that too. Like a prerequisite is you have to have a strong stomach to watch that.
it's definitely yeah. It throws the normal conventions for horror aside.
Mhm.
At least for a while. The things you would expect. It subverts expectation, so it does a great job at that. Um, Stranger Things.
I have not watched past season 3.
Okay, so is that the same for both of you guys?
I've
Where you
not
haven't
watched
watched
past
everything?
episode 1.
Oh, okay, okay, all right. So no spoilers, of course. I've completely caught up. I'm not one of the individuals caught up in the conspiracy theorizing. So I fully believe that it's over at this point, and I would be surprised if it wasn't. Um, it is easy to be negative on a final season. It's easy to be negative on a show. I think there's some holes. Of course, it's not perfect.
Mhm.
Um, but I think this could still be a show that I would rewatch, at certain times of the year, just to have it on because it's a vibe, it's nostalgic, it's fun.
Yeah.
Um, I guess my overall thought of the final season is it feels a little rushed to me, but a lot of times final seasons do. They kind of feel like they have to wrap up threads. There's still some open threads,
And
you know.
look at
And
Game of
that's
Ugh,
Thrones.
yeah. No,
final
exactly,
season.
exactly. But I don't hate this the way I don't hate this the way I got disappointed by Game of Thrones, unfortunately. Like, or fortunately for Stranger Things, you know, it's not that. I watched it and it was entertaining. I watched it and I said, "All right, cool. I'm happy that certain things happened for certain characters. I'm happy that, you know, this was the way it was." Um, if you could infinitely rewrite any show, you'd be changing it up all the time, you know? I believe that, you know, for what it's worth, um, no, I won't even say it because I don't want to tell you how it ends. But I'm just like, yeah, cool. It was entertaining. Grab some popcorn, enjoy the
Mhm.
ride. You know, but have conversations after you watch it. You know, what things are you, you know, happy about? What things concerned you? What, you know, what things would you rather have happened? That's the conversation I would say to have about it. But otherwise, fucking jam that theme song and have fun.
Yeah,
hmm I finally watched K-pop
that's
Demon
a
Hunters.
what a fun bop of a movie.
Yes, we sat
Uh,
down as a family and watched it on Christmas.
I have seen that movie like
I'm
1,000
sure, I'm
times.
sure your
It's so
girls
good.
love
It's
it.
so good.
My youngest daughter is
I mean, the music
obsessed with it
slaps.
to the point to the point where like the music showed up on my YouTube playlist and I was like, I'm not even gonna turn it.
I mean, Golden is a pop. Like it just is.
Mhm.
It is. It
No,
is.
this one was
Oh
Idol by the Soldier Boys.
yeah,
The Saja Boys?
Mhm.
Did you say Soldier Boy?
I don't
No,
think that's what
Soldier
it
Boys.
said.
Oh, okay. I thought you said Soldier Boy. I know it's
I'll
Saja
be
Boy.
your idol.
Soda pop. This is
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
good. This movie's just filled
No,
with
it was
bops
very
and it's
good.
fun.
It was good. It
Mhm.
took me quite a few times to watch the whole thing, and not because I didn't like it or anything like that, but it was legitimately like, all right, I caught the middle of the movie during Christmas.
Mhm.
Um, and then afterwards, it was like I would turn it on, and then I'd go make my coffee, and then I'd come back, and then I'd have a phone call, or then I'd have to step away, and it was one of those things where it's just like, all right, finally, I'm going to sit down one night and watch the whole thing. And Denise and I sat down and watched it, and we loved it. I
Yeah.
love the tiger.
Mhm. Derpy Tiger.
Yeah, Derpy Tiger is great.
I'm like, we were sitting there at my house and I was like, I am Derpy Tiger and my wife is like the crow. Like
Yeah, that surprisingly is fitting. You're not wrong.
That is, yeah. So yeah, I didn't hit the ones that Harry, you were looking
uh
to touch on there, but it's one that I'm a big fan of.
yeah. I started watching Jujutsu
Ah,
Kaisen
Oh yeah, you were talking about that.
season
I've
one's
never watched it.
fantastic.
because I you can only watch Demon Slayer so many
Fair.
times. And my oldest is obsessed with so my youngest is obsessed with Demon Hunters and my oldest is
Makes
obsessed with Demon
sense.
Slayer.
Checks out.
Yeah, so I started watching Jujutsu Kaisen and I was like, "Ah, I'll try it out." Like I was kind of like, "This show looks kind of dumb." And I was like, "Okay, I'm going to start." And then binge the whole season in like
Dude,
2
it's
days.
good and it's dark and
I'm like,
it's
"Oh."
funny. Like,
Mhm.
who's your favorite? Who's your favorite
Oh man,
character?
um so it's a tie between Panda and
All right,
Itadori,
fair. Pandas are great. Uh,
especially like cocky gorilla mode
right.
Panda.
Uh, it's a great show. I'm trying to think the name of the character that I is my favorite in season one. It's the dude who claps. Have you've met him, right?
Oh, what's his name?
Yeah,
My
yeah, I
best
fucking love that
friend.
dude.
My new
All
best
because
friend.
Itadori's answer of his question, "What women you like?"
What yeah. And he's like he has Itadori, he's like, "What kind of women you like?" Tall women with a nice fat ass. My new best friend.
And not because they have similar tastes, because that's an interesting answer. It's because it's not a
Yeah,
boring answer.
like Jennifer Lawrence. I like how they like celebrity name drop in that show too. It's like Jennifer
What?
Lawrence. It's like Did he just say
Yeah, and
what?
that's even in the subtitle, I believe. It's like, oh my god. Uh no, JJK is great.
Did
I highly
you guys watch the
I was gonna
Minecraft
say real
movie?
quick, I highly recommend watching the movie next though, which is also on Crunchyroll, so
Yeah,
you should be fine there.
I'm ready to see how the Sukuna
Well,
stuff
season
plays out.
3 just started airing this week. So,
So I will definitely be jumping back over to Crunchyroll for some season 2.
oh yeah.
Have you guys enjoyed the magic that is
I
the
have
Minecraft
not
movie?
watched it.
I haven't seen
No,
it.
you guys haven't seen. Oh my god. Okay,
With
No.
it's not that great. I was just
without
trying to oversell it.
having a child as an excuse to watch a children's movie, that one has not breached that layer for me.
Yeah, we went and watched it in theaters. It was
I mean, I've heard it's
okay.
good for what it is. And if you know what it's is, you know what I mean? Like it is a kids movie. It is supposed to be fun, and it's really well done for being that. And it's Jack
And it's
They
Black.
Jack
could
Black.
they could have they could have not had Jason Momoa's character, and it would still have been just as good. Like
They
they
just
literally
they shoehorn him in.
they put him in there for like a comic relief, which I don't get, like because it was just fell flat.
Yeah,
So
because I
like when
feel
you
like
got
Jack
Jack
Black
Black,
is he's the
yeah,
comic relief.
yeah. So it
Hmm.
didn't make sense. It was just like he was a obnoxiously dumb person for no reason because it didn't make it any better.
Oh, okay. Take it or leave it kind of thing. Like you know,
Mhm.
I get you. I get you. Hmm. Well, I don't know.
Do
Minecraft is a little bit, outside of my purview anymore. It's like I remember playing it when it first came out, and I never stuck with it. I guess
So many
so much
hours.
hours into Minecraft. So much.
I know there's so much more to it, but it was always float around and be in creative mode for me.
Yeah, I've played so many worlds, so many realms, so many servers, built so many farms.
Mhm.
I think my problem is it was always so basic to me, or for me, because I never got into the mechanics of it or created
Right.
really, you know. So I think it's more of a skill issue. It's more of a me
Well,
issue than it
maybe it'd
is a
be fun
Minecraft thing.
sometime for me to start up a realm and get you to play the real Minecraft and see how that goes for everyone.
Now it's so much better
Yeah,
that they've added like torch illumination into Bedrock because now you can just carry a torch while you're in your offhand while you're going
Yeah.
down mining.
I didn't know they actually added that to Bedrock. That's cool. But
I think it is. We played it on Xbox and you can do that, or it might have been a mod that we
hard to
downloaded.
say because you could just add that mod and
I
it's
don't know. Don't
fine.
quote me on this.
But nonetheless, like just yeah, Minecraft. So many. I've played it for a decade.
I I uh I stole it the first time I ever played it.
Stole it. How? You
I
dirty,
pirated
dirty
it.
pirate.
wow.
I was a poor kid, man. I wanted to play Minecraft.
It was like a one man show. Like, wasn't it like it wasn't
I
$1 million?
think back in
No,
that
it
era, it
wasn't.
was
But
12.99.
free
Yeah.
is cheaper
You're
than
right. You're
12.99.
right. It is.
Wow. Well, you know what? I'm sure Mojang was wiping his tears away from your piracy with his
Right.
millions.
I'm
You know.
sure that
So hey, whatever.
person is okay. Not great. He doesn't deserve to be great.
Yeah. Was it Notch?
Yeah, we don't talk about Notch
Notch.
Yeah,
anymore for good reason.
o on the on the
Oh,
subject of
for good
that,
reason. Okay. I don't pay
um,
attention, so that I don't pay attention to him. So I
there
probably
have
probably
been
for the best, I guess.
there have been some developers that are like, "Hey, I mean, yeah, piracy is gonna happen to our game. If you can buy it later on in life, buy it. But we're gamers. We've all been there. We've all pirated games.
Have they? Wow.
So I mean, you gotta look at it that way. If I was creating something and I wanted somebody to have access to it, if they pirated it, I wouldn't be too
Right.
mad at them.
Well, listen, they can pirate the
They
episodes of our
should,
show.
in fact.
Ah, if you like
Yeah.
us enough to risk federal prison, I mean,
You wouldn't steal a car.
you wouldn't download a pizza. You bet your ass I would.
Oh.
Okay, we have. I think we should hit the one show that was forebode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were alluding to this show without saying it ahead of time, and Aaron wasn't on the wavelength just yet, but I kind of knew what you're talking about. But it's probably because I'm such a big fan. By comparison, I know Aaron does not
Okay, I know what it is
typically
now.
go for this, but it's that little thing that Harry's pointing at. So
Okay, so I
Fallout.
just want to preface this conversation with I've only seen up to episode 5 of season 1.
Okay.
We are not going to spoil.
I know
It's not.
season
It's not
2's
what this
out. I
show
know it's
is.
hot shit.
So don't.
I am not caught up.
Oh man, have you heard of Fallout 1 through 4?
I've heard of them, yes.
I mean, we can't really spoil anything that's been out for that long, you know.
Yeah, you can. The show kind of lives
Uh,
in a different
Continuity, right?
I don't know, a different canon. Yeah, it's the same but
yeah.
same but
I
different.
mean, something about a nuke in 3, something
You
about
know,
a mailman in
I've
New
been really happy with
Vegas.
it.
Like,
Oh yeah, it is definitely not failing on season 2. It's not
It's
slowing down.
yeah, it's very good. It's very good so far. I will say like to be vague on certain things, like, and how can I connect this? Denise has been rewatching Sex in the City. So quite literally, almost every night that I'm streaming, um, Sex in the City is like bumping on the TV next to me. It's literally like right there, but it doesn't get picked up on my camera, so I hear it the entire time. But one of the characters in Sex in the City uh, is Hank McClane, is Lucy's
Mhm.
father, and every time I see him in Fallout, I only think of his character from Sex in the City, and I'm like, this is a weird crossover.
sequel.
All right, so that's a like total nonsense mumbo jumbo ramble, but I just want to say that like that's how Fallout's connecting to the rest of my world right now because literally I hear the Sex in the City theme anytime I hear the of HBO. It's that theme afterwards because that's what Denise has been on for ages now.
On the first episode of season 2, because she's sitting there in the dino, and I'm like,
Whoa! Don't spoil it for Aaron. But go ahead.
it's you've seen it on the
I
preview.
just picture
I
her on the
mean,
back of a T-Rex. I
Oh,
don't
that's
know.
true.
so I was sitting there, I was like looking at her gun. I was like, oh, wait, that's a Mini 30. I have that gun. So I was like, oh, I went out and pulled it out. I was like, Aaron, look, it's the same gun.
That's awesome, though.
That's funny. Ah, but yeah, the show is a vibe. I love that they are able to use the music. They're pretty darn lore accurate from everything that I can tell, and they're starting to pull some different things in, um, from kind of different titles too. So it kind of all neatly seems to be buttoning up in a way that things are happening simultaneously. That the games, unless you dig in really deep, and read things you're not really necessarily focusing on.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, I mean, like I give that a thumbs up. If you haven't delved into the world of Fallout, the show is a great way to do so. And I have actually now known a bunch of people that aren't like my sister. My sister is near 50 and she does not video game whatsoever. Like can't even turn on a PlayStation. And she's watched the Fallout series and
That's
she enjoys
awesome.
it.
What
Mhm.
do you think the countdown's for?
Yeah, so Fallout has there's a countdown, and this countdown coincides, it seems like, with the season finale of season 2. And there's a lot of speculation out there that it is a countdown for something else to happen at the same time. That speculation is that Fallout 3 is going to have a remaster, somewhere
Oh,
along the lines of how Oblivion had, right?
so I've heard it's a shadow drop for both 3 and New Vegas.
Yeah, well, you know what? I want $1 million too, but
It's
I don't know
being
that I'm gonna
both.
get it.
That's
So, I've I've seen speculations on both of them. So,
I think it would make sense for New Vegas, to be honest with you, but for Fallout 3, like this season revolves around New Vegas, so it should be New
mhm,
Vegas in my opinion, and that's probably overdue. But we're probably just going to get an anniversary plus edition because they dropped the anniversary edition and a special edition for New Vegas, and just it was met with a lot of criticism because it was just a new coat of paint
I
and it's the
I
same old
honestly
game.
think it's going to be Fallout 3, and I think it's going to be an Oblivion level remaster. Like, transferring it to the Unreal
Yeah.
Engine. So it's a major overhaul. It's not just
Mhm.
a gussied up coat of paint, looks newer.
Copy
either
paste. Yeah.
way, I'll be buying.
Yeah.
I'll be
I'll be very interested. Yeah. Be like interested to see if like it's a worthy overhaul, which it sounds like it would be.
Can I say this of what I hate about the
I mean,
current internet? This is just a slight tangent. I searched Fallout Countdown. None of these links will take me to the countdown, just news articles about the countdown. Where's the actual countdown?
I think the countdown is on. It should be on the website, so it's probably an Amazon thing.
yeah.
I didn't do that research ahead of time. I just saw something about it, and Harry and I, like, we all talked about it on in text message. I think
Right.
is what it was.
I was like, "Oh, that's good show topic."
It is.
Is it a? It's an
No,
Amazon
I'm
thing.
trying. I'm trying to find. Yes, it's on Amazon's Fallout website, which that makes me feel like
Okay.
it's less likely to be a game if it's on Amazon's website, not Bethesda's. But
Yeah, they're like we're all getting hyped up that it's going to be a drop of a game, and what they're really going to do is they're going to bring out Blamco mac and cheese or something, and you're
Dude,
going to
I
be able to order it on Amazon Prime.
get me some Blamco, give me some
Mm, some sugar bombs.
sugar bombs, iguana on a stick.
Yeah, yeah.
It's people.
Yeah, but I wonder. This makes me wonder, Aaron, if the show can flip you into
Vault
an
dweller?
avid Fallout
every
consumer
every
on the game.
episode I watch, every episode I get further in the show, I'm like, I really like the vibe. I really like the world. I really like the lore. Why do I hate the gameplay?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So, may I make a suggestion for you? Me knowing what kind of games you're into, may I suggest you go back and play 1 and 2 first to get the
Oh,
lore, and then
those
come
are
into
tough.
3 and 4 in, New Vegas.
I could maybe attempt
Tr-
that.
I tried playing Fallout 1.
1 and 2 they weren't my thing, but I went back and replayed them after I completed 3 and New Vegas, so I could get the story.
I could attempt 1 and 2.
It's more of like a what's it? Diablo stylist kind
Right.
of game.
Yeah, it was like point and click. It was it was crazy. Like I tried playing 1 and I think I died immediately. I ended up I needed space on my computer, so I was uninstalling different things. So that's one of the things that went. And then I know reinstalling it, you have to like fiddle around with it to get it to work on modern screens. So I just didn't go back into setting it up.
Fair. I don't know. I gotta keep trying. Eventually, this game's gonna click for me for sure. But mm,
Yeah,
I
well, don't force it on yourself if it's not like, don't sit there and be miserable and like you can just get the show
right.
and be happy probably too.
One of my favorite series is obviously one of Larry's favorite series. I mean, if you look behind his left shoulder, you can see all of his Fallout memorabilia. My wife made this for me for Christmas actually this year. Look at this little guy.
A little wooble,
Cute.
Little.
little vault boy. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I love the vibe of the Fallout stuff. I'm afraid for Fallout's future though. Like Fallout 76 is, I guess there's a market for it, but I'm a little bit afraid for the storytelling, the depth, and quality going forward.
I like 76. I'm gonna come out as someone who's played all the game. I like 76.
Okay.
I think it had a really bad launch,
Mhm.
but now that they've added NPCs, it's gotten way better.
Yeah. I keep wanting to go back to it as well, but the problem for me is, um, these ongoing, like, online service games are difficult for me to continue on because I I just have ADD, man. I
See, I
just
mean, also with Fallout, like with the 76, you can do what you do in like the regular base games.
Mhm.
Like you have to approve like PvP or interaction with other people.
You do. You didn't at first, but you
No,
do now.
yeah, I think like they put it in like 3 months after the game started,
Yeah, yeah.
but you can go in and do missions. And yeah, there's some missions that come on. It's like, oh, this is a online event. Like you got
Mhm.
to do it if you want to participate. But there
Yeah.
is like a definite story that you have to go through there, and there's lore in there. Like there's lore galore inside of 76.
Hey,
So
that rhymed.
like I I don't want to sit there and be like, ah, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good for a Fallout game. Like I might get hate from other Fallout people, but my personal opinion is I like it.
No, like I said, like, it's not that I have hate for it or anything like that, but it's one of those things where I don't know. I start to get concerned for the single player experience aspect of it. But I know that there's a lot of depth and care that's going into Fallout 76.
Mhm.
Uh, there's just a little bit of like I guess a creeping concern in the back of my head for losing the plot of what that RPG experience is. But it could be just me not adjusting. I don't know, because there's obviously a lot of people that enjoy it. I think I got a friend that's been like, I see him on Steam like playing it like every day now. So
I
more power
I
to you.
I would suggest if you, I mean, give it a good college try.
I did. I did. I went back to it actually, on console. I think I signed up for the pass for a little while there, and then I don't know what happened, man. I guess life, work, all that stuff just got a little bit too much. Where I wanted to play it together, and I don't think none of us would ever like have the time because it was all
Mhm.
scheduling was wrong. But um, yeah, just dropped it because it was just like, whatever. I'm gonna go back and play X, Y, or Z. Whatever. It's the persistent games for me. I just
Mhm.
can't. Mm,
My
nah,
favorite thing
squirrel.
when we rolled up on Mothman, that was one of like we did a Mothman mission,
Yeah,
and so me and Reef we were playing, and it's like there's Mothman just standing there. Let's go get a picture with him. So that was the background on my Xbox for like the longest time was me and Reef like standing with Mothman.
yeah. That's cool. That's fun. I know that there's some cool stuff in it, and I do wish to have the first experience of that game be something different than what it was, because I think that would make the difference
Mhm.
between continuing to enjoy it and kind of putting it down the way I did.
I don't know, maybe
And
one
that's
day,
something.
and we should just jump in and like instead of doing like a repost when you do a stream, do like a Fallout 76 kind of thing.
Oh yeah, maybe I'm down with it.
We can all do like a new start, and well, I mean, start out at level 20 if you want to actually like enjoy the game.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I think that's when I restarted. I was able to do that same exact thing, and I was like, all
Mhm.
right, cool. This is at least I'm not starting with a you know crappy loadout and
Yeah. If not, you get
everything's
tanked.
killing me. Yeah, everything's killing you.
Mhm.
Cool.
Well, guys, we're sitting at
Oof.
just over
But
2
it's our
hours.
first show back. That's understandable.
It's a good first show back, you know?
Do we have anything else we want to
I
cover?
think I have spoken enough. I'm so
I'm
happy
good.
to be
I'm just
back,
happy to
guys.
be
This has
here.
been great.
Yes.
Yes.
2026, we will be back. We're gonna stick with the 2
Bi-weekly,
weeks
bi-monthly?
schedule, bi-weekly,
Yeah,
bi-month,
we'll be back in your
bi-monthly.
ears. We'll be back in your ears every other week.
And those of you returning, we are glad to see you back. But thanks for being here with us today, guys. If you guys enjoyed the episode on the YouTube side of things, leave a like, comment where you're from. Shows us where you're from. It helps us get a boost on the YouTube algorithm. If you're listening to us on your podcast app of choice, like, comment, and download the episode. That also gives us a boost on those apps. Uh, if you want to see what we're up to outside of the show, i.e., Larry is doing a vast amount of streaming right now, and it is very entertaining. I suggest you hop into the links in the description, or you can just find Larry at uh, either
Dash Strike
Twitch
Larry.
TV _ Larry,
Yep.
because it's just Twitch TV that you're streaming on, right?
Yep.
But his other links will be in the description.
Yeah. Click it. Visit us. We'd love to interact and have fun with the community. And just like Harry said, thank you guys so much for being here and spending your time with us. We enjoy
Always a
making
blast.
content for you.
Well, we hope to see you guys next time. And for right now, game on, sleep whale.